in the midfield.
Yeah, just trying to set up their lines, get a little bit of structure. Mackenzie will be delighted. He's had a few touches.
And there's a great break. Gaston Mires finds the green. And there's Wayne Tufunga. Takes it all the way. Try time, Arrows. Here, a minute into the game.
Clean pass from Mackenzie, but a little look right there by Malcolm. Mires comes through. He knew he didn't have the gas to get there, but certainly Robinson Bartlett did.
Absolutely, and it was just a clean progression. And here, Old Glory DC has a chance to make maybe something out of this set-piece play. The maul crashes down, but Old Glory DC keeps form, and it's try time! As the men from the American capital add 5 points in response to the Arrows. Well, here we take a look at the replay. The ball comes down, and it looks like it's number 7, Corey Daniel, flanker, who just drives those legs with his teammates as a unit. And taking a look at that fly-half battle for both teams, you've got Rowan Taifola, one of the most dynamic fly-halves, and Ronan Foley right off the kick to make the most of it.
What a response to that DC try. That is just shocking on their part on the restart. Foley, the opportunistic back rower he is, that's the easiest try he's probably scored in his career.
Malcolm exits the ball out to Denon, and it's an interception as number 14, Benny Lasaka, is making the Arrows pay. Over the line and planted for the 5 points. As Old Glory DC steals one.
Opportunistic turnover right there, but that's a very sloppy play by Robinson Bartlett, popping it up like that.
That's one thing you're told very young, at a very young age when you're learning rugby. Whenever in doubt, do not shovel the ball. Big kick, and this one goes right through the middle as it's 14-14. As they go for a lineup, they've got some great lineup players there. Thomas De La Vega, as he goes up, brings it down, and the Arrows charge. More, leg after leg, try time as the Arrows score. And it's Paul Cialini.
Quietly goes about his business every week. He's not flashy, but he shows up to play. He's rewarded with that.
And not the deepest of kicks, but Sam Malcolm will put it away for 2 points. Old Glory DC back to the ways of phasing the ball, and there's a break through the line once again. Corey Daniel. Great pop pass, but unfortunately, DC can't capitalize. They'll have another chance here. Diving from the corner, try given.
And got lucky, they didn't knock it on. They had numbers on the far side of the field, and it's dotted down in the corner. 27 minutes in, I think his service has been excellent, and his experience is second to none.
And there you see Old Glory DC capitalizing on the defensive mistakes of the Arrows. Try time, number 4. Taivita Nakali. There you go, there's that breaking run by Kyle Stewart. Does well to look for the offload option to Sitala. Showing a bit of showmanship with a one-hand offload. And Taivita Nakali, great on support.
Sometimes I'm asked about them for younger players, and I think it's a wise thing to wear one.
Now, obviously, it can't protect you from a horrific injury such as a concussion, but it can protect you from the cleats in a rock. And there it is, De La Vega takes it well. One of the best line-out men in the MLR. Moore pushes forward. And there you see Dutoy joining the Moore, pushing.
Okay, get ready, get ready.
You can hear the Arrows fans whistling and asking for the heave. There's Paul Cialini once again, close to the try, and he's over. Second try of the day for the 50-man.
But when they get a chance to do it like that, joining into a driving maul, and they would nudge DC Glory over, and the Arrows are back in business with a 2-point lead, conversion to follow.
Right at the second hash. Punches it straight through for 2 points. To Sitala, to the forwards, Felix Kalapu. Takes it right on.
Play on.
Kalapu. isn't held up, so he'll take it up. Great toe tap. Try giving, but you have to wonder if there was maybe a bit of...
There's no tackle, he's been ankle tapped.
As Sam Malcolm looks to be pretty hardly hhit.
Yeah.
Or sorry, rather should I say hit hard. And he's going to be attended to the medical staff. And here's that run, Felix Kalapu. And there's Sam Malcolm throwing himself to get the ankle tap. To Sitala. To the forwards. Great pop by Escaro. Saifola goes with the inside option. Penny Lasaka finds to Sitala. And it's a try under the posts for 5 more points. Penny Lasaka with a great piercing inside run. Finds to Sitala on his right-hand side. And Team Rugby is what they will use to win this game. Jamie McKenzie coming in, Sam Reimer, Riley Donato. And they've also got injuries in the back line such as Mitch Richardson.
It's good, play up.
DC counter-attacking well now. Tenana has a bit of space, chips it to himself, takes it himself, and shows off the fancy footwork to put up another 5 points for the men from the capital of the Arrows. Look at this, just great footwork, recognises, chips to himself, puts on the pace.
Oh, it's just like a little
and the man in blue
Thank you, buddy.
will light up the stadium with another 5 points.
Pretty quiet at York Lions Stadium right now. The fans were having a good time and celebrating. But moving forward, they have to enhance that. They have to grow that. And it does put pressure on both management and the players to bring the results.
Allowed to run with it. Robert Iremescu finally brought down. Felix Kalapu pops it off to Saifola. Inside pop pass, and there's the man, William Tainana, for another. Great try. Because it could have easily boiled up into something else. There you see Saifola out wide to Dakota Worth.
Yeah, I am one too.
And great contribution as he comes on, giving that inside pop pass. And that's another thing you see Brian will be attempting for 2 points. He's been a bit inconsistent today with his kicks. It's up, it's away, and it's booked for 2 more points.
And I think the playoff races are going to be very, very strong games. It's going to be interesting to see if New England can bounce back. That Giltini's team, very solid.
And Wainwright interrupts both Brian and I for the last try of the season. And the Arrows will be happy to finish on a high. There he goes, just doesn't look back. Knows that it might be his last play for this season and makes the most of it.
No quit in the Arrows, play for 80 minutes, a lot of hugs.
Quite the season, Brian. I can say that at the end of the season, I'm very happy to be spending it here in air-conditioned rooms instead of the heat of the sidelines. But quite the 2022 season. What do you make of it all as rugby is finally back in North America and charging through?